Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts, and today is not my usual day to be doing a Facebook Live, but today is Fall Stamp Camp Day. So Fall Stamp Camp is a day of projects I typically do at my house, but obviously we're not doing that right now. We're doing it online. So those of you who are in Stamp Camp, welcome, and thank you for supporting my little business. And any of you who are not in Stamp Camp, you can see the projects we're going to be making today and what is involved in Stamp Camp, and perhaps you would like to sign up for the next one. I have two upcoming ones. One is the breast cancer fundraiser, and there's information on my webpage about that. And the next one I have is Christmas Extravaganza. So the Christmas Extravaganza will be similar to this. The breast cancer one is a class. So you make actually 9 cards and you get a lot of free product. It's $75 and it is a lot of fun. The one we're doing today is Fall Stamp Camp. So it's actually 16 cards, 8 designs, 2 of each. Hi, Teresa. And a whole bunch of little fun freebies. And so the Christmas one, we're going to be making 14 cards, some tags, a little 3D treat holder, lots of fun things. So for Fall Stamp Camp, everything is in this cute little bag. This is Julia's, so I have to get it to her today. And these little bags actually fold back up and they look like this when they start. I love the name Green Prince. Instead of footprints, Green Prince. And so it's a reusable shopping bag that you can use for your groceries. And I like the size of it because you can pop it in your purse. And it's so hit or miss now at the grocery stores where you can bring bags and where you can't. So that's a little something that you can use. You also have a Starbucks vanilla latte. And with this cute little tag that says, I like you a latte. And these gorgeous little copper acorn elements, and you get actually half a pack of those. So yours might be in a little container, they might be in a little bag. So that's another little gift. And these really cute test tubes, they were from an old, or not old, a paper pumpkin a few years ago, and I had some left with some little jelly bellies, all organized in color order. Thanks to Molly for helping me with that. There is also some Lindor chocolates in there and a cute little pumpkin, and the pumpkins are all different. This one says thankful and blessed because I am thankful and blessed every day for all my Facebook friends and customers. So that's something that you can use to decorate your house. So those are, I think, all the things that are in your bag. And oh, there is a marshmallow, chocolate marshmallow broom. I might have to go to the store and get another one for Julia. Anyhow, they are delicious. So, what else comes in your bag? Obviously some cards and stamping. So, you have 2 packages, Make and Take A and Make and Take B. So what's going to happen is, right now it's 11 o'clock, so I'm going to pop on, well, I'm on right now. I'm going to show you how to do your Make and Take A's. And then I'm going to log off and you guys can go ahead and make them. And then I'm going to log back on at 1 and show you how to put together Make and Take B. And there's also door prizes. So we'll be drawing some door prizes at the 1 o'clock. And don't worry, I'll record all these and send you the link. And also I'll pop back on at 3 just to say goodbye, and you guys can post your cards if you've made them. And also we'll finish up the door prizes. All right, so Make and Take A. This is how I package them. So Make and Take A, oh, I know what else you get in your package. You'll also have this. There's only 2 cards left and 2 envelopes because the other 8 we're using in our class. So these are the gold cards and envelopes, and they're absolutely beautiful. I don't think they show up online as beautiful as they are. The gold envelopes are just really stunning. So that is in your package. So we used 8 of them for your cards that we're making, and then the other 2 are left for you to make different cards that you want. So everything is packaged together. So everything you need to make these 2 cards will be inside the envelope. All right, let's get started. So the first card, so there'll be an extra envelope in there. And in the afternoon ones, there'll be inserts for the inside of the card. We don't need them for these ones because they're very vanilla. So you'll get 2 cards, and then you'll get all the pieces you need to make the cards. So I'm just going to show you how to make one of them. And this is just a suggestion. Obviously, you can make them however you like. So it's always good to use your bone folder to just get a good edge. Now, because you're stamping your own sentiments, in some of them I just left a strip because I wasn't sure what sentiments you're using and how big to cut them out. Some of them I have cut out little shapes, but for this card I didn't because I would just put a little sentiment on the bottom. So another little thing to note is when you get your pieces that look like this and you think, why did she give me the garbage? We're using these. So these are very handy. So what I've done, this is 3 by 3, and I've punched out the flower from the piece of paper that we're going to use. So you're going to need 2 flowers for each one. And I don't know, it's so hard to tell the difference between these 2 light shades. You might have different colors or they might be the same. It's hit or miss. So let's just take one and put it together. This is a very simple card. So take one of your bases, this base, and we're going to glue this onto the top. I'm going to go pretty quick, so it's just to show you how to put them together, and then you can just do it after I'm finished my little demo. And then pop back on at one for some more fun. Now I'm going to use glue dots, I think, to put my flower together. That color is easy to tell. The other ones, if you tip them a certain way, they look different colors and then they look the same. Okay, now I'm going to use a glue dot to put my little center on. And then I'm going to raise this up with dimensionals. And I'm going to raise this up with dimensionals. See how we've done that and not wasted any paper? It's awesome. So I'm going to put it towards the top because I would add, I'm not going to now, but I would add a sentiment to the bottom. You can stamp right on here, but if you mess up, you've messed your whole card. So I would use another little piece of Very Vanilla, stamp my image, stamp my sentiment, and then cut it out. And then we're going to add the flower to the middle. There we go. So that's the first card. Simple, simple, but still I think really pretty. And it's the first time I've actually cut the daisy out of the foil, and I actually quite like it. So you'll have enough to make 2. I'm just going to slide that back in the envelope. Well, actually, I'll keep my sample out. I'll take a picture at the end. The next one we've actually done on a Facebook Live. And it's this pretty one. I'm just going to take out one, but there are enough in there for 2. I have to find all the little pieces. So really check inside your envelope to make sure that you have all the pieces that you need. So for this one, again, just fold your card in half. These cards make card making so easy. Now you will notice one side is raised and the other one is debossed, we want to say. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to use white glue on this. I find the white glue works better when it's a thick embossing folder. So we're just going to adhere this to the front. I've measured everything so that it's inside your little frame. These cards are just so pretty. I mean, these cards bases are so pretty. All right, and then there is, hopefully in yours, a little strip for you to put your sentiment. And then what you do, I'll show you the finished one. So you have a little strip. I heat emboss this in gold, but you can do whatever you like. And then you have a bunch of little elements. These elements I punched with the cute little punches right out of the designer series paper. So that designer series paper is really beautiful. So you would just lay out whichever ones you want onto your card after you do your greeting, and then add your bow. Okay, so this is what the finished card looks like. And you do have gold gems. I don't have any left right now, but you do have half a pack of gold gems, so you can add those to your cards as well. So that's the second card. Just gonna put these little pieces back in. The third card, we made one similar on one of the Facebook Lives, but not this exact one. Okay, this is the pumpkin one. So you have two of everything, but you need to find your gold piece or whatever color you're going to have. This is the designer series paper that's going to go over top. And then you have two pumpkins, and look carefully because you also have the stem and the leaf and a bow. So for this one, and you can add sentiments if you want. Sometimes I don't add sentiments because I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. So you can decide if you want to add sentiments or not. This one would be good for Thanksgiving, but it's also a good one just saying hello. I put glue right up the middle. Don't need to do that. I'm going to pop this up. And once you've designed your cards, once you've made your cards, because everybody's cards always look a bit different, even if you're using the same design. I'm going to put this right in the middle because I'm not sure I'm going to put a sentiment. I'd love for you to pop pictures of it up on Facebook so we can all see. So let's do some glue dotting to put on our leaf and our stem. I'm going to put the stem onto the back, and then it won't matter how big the glue dot is because we're not going to see it. And then we're going to pop up that. These cards are fairly simple because the paper is just so pretty, the card base. You don't really need to add a lot. Now this is very thin, so for my glue dot, I'm going to take my little tool here and roll it. And it's going to go right here, in theory. I'm going to make sure it's aiming the way I want it. And I like this because it frays a little bit, although they're different lengths. I don't like that. I actually forgot to fold this card. So you could put a little sentiment down here if you wanted to. So there's our second card. And our last one, same card base. Then we have, you can see how I designed them, how I cut the things out. So for each card, you're going to have two elements. So I'm just going to find my two elements here for my one card. And I'll tuck the rest back in the envelope. And this one does have a little rectangle for your greeting. So again, let's just fold it in half. And we'll attach this to this. This is a great way to save paper. So this time I'll be smart and not put it right through the middle. This paper is just so pretty. I think I'm on my 3rd pack of it. So this one I'm going to center because this is going to go in here. So I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. I'm going to use some of these edge pieces, I think. These corner ones are great for actually using in the corner. There we go. So I'm going to pop this right into the middle. If you're just joining me, these are the cards from Fall Stamp Camp, which is today. So people who ordered it got all the materials to make these cards, all prepped and ready. They just have to add their own sentiment. So the way this one is going to go together, I'm just going to poke out that little... I didn't take time to poke out everybody's little pieces, so you will have to do that on your own. So stamp your sentiment, then add your foil pieces to the back. So I glue dot them on the back, and I'm going to put this one first because it's bigger. And it's okay if it hangs over the edge of this because that's not the edge of the card. Okay, so your sentiment, your pieces, and then this beautiful bow. This ribbon was on back order for a long time, but it's available now. And I just got it yesterday. I might have had enough, but I wasn't quite sure. And you can certainly add acorn elements to any of these. You could add a little acorn here, but just remember if you do add an acorn, then it's going to make it a bit thick for mailing. But of course that would be up to you. I think I can just grab a stamp and go ahead and stamp this one. So whatever stamp set you have that you think would be good. I like this one, Gather Together. Make sure it's going to fit. So Gather Together. You could heat emboss it in gold, but if you're looking for an ink color that's similar to gold, soft suede is a good one. Now it is photopolymer, so I am going to grab my mat. It just works a little bit better when you have a bit of a cushion. So, soft suede ink. Yeah, I like that. And I am going to grab my gems and add some bling to these cards. So let's go ahead and put these on the back. You're making 2 of each, so it's going to take you a little bit longer than, plus I'm doing speed card making here. And then I'll come back on at 1 o'clock. So pretty. Okay, we'll pop this up. Oh, thanks, Lynn. These ones are really pretty. Well, I think so. And you could center it, or you could do it down in one corner. I'm a center kind of girl. And then we'll add our bow, and then we'll grab some bling. And Lynn, I have bling on order for you. It just didn't come in time. So everybody has a half a pack of these gold, except poor Lynn, but I knew she'd understand. So you have a half a pack of these gold glitter enamel dots, which are so pretty. I've used so many of them. But I should learn my lesson and start on one side and work over, because then I could have given Lynn a half, but no, it's a bit of a mess. All right, so let's go ahead and add a bit of bling. So for this one, I think I want to put a big one. No, that's too big. I think I want to put that one there. So these ones have a good range of size, like 1, 2, 3, 4 different sizes. Because the little tiny ones come in handy. Like these little tiny ones come in handy. All right, so that's that card. When I designed this, I was thinking pumpkin. When I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking apple. But really, does it matter? No. No one's going to say, is that a pumpkin or an apple? They're just going to say, oh my God, that's so cute. So there's our second one. And I hope while you're crafting, you're enjoying a Starbucks vanilla latte. And you can also be nibbling on your candies. So this one, we didn't really put together, so I'll just leave that. And then this one, is that crooked? I have such a weird angle when I'm doing my Facebook Lives. It is. I'll fix it. No, I think it's the white piece that's crooked actually. But I'm definitely going to add a bit of bling to this. And I would probably, actually I'm going to go do it now. I'm going to take the piece, the strip, but I'm going to get a different sentiment that not wishing you well. I want something that's longer and skinnier to go underneath here. Hang on. Perfect. So here's the celebration tidings, and I'm going to use Always Grateful. This is a great set. And of course, Always Grateful. You can do some stamping on the inside of your card as well. Just don't wreck it because the cards are so pretty. That's what I'd be worried about. And you obviously don't need to do any decorating on these on these envelopes because they're gold. Okay, I'm going to use my same color ink, soft suede. Oh, thanks, Teresa. I'm glad you like them. They're not really, as I'm making them, I'm thinking they're not really like fancy, but oops, I don't want to stamp on that. But I think they're so pretty. Now, you could stamp, if you're very brave, right onto your card. Even I'm not that brave. So I'm going to stamp it near the corner. Love it. And if you have our cool little paper trimmer, which Teresa does because I just dropped it off to her, she won it for August. I have an ongoing, every month I'm giving away a mini paper trimmer. You can't even buy these. They're sold out. Well, you could never buy them unless you were a demonstrator, but so I'm going to trim this off. And then I want it about, so you can use the line as a guide, assuming you stamped straight, which I think I did pretty well. Anyways, I'm giving one away every month from now until November, and then for December I have a different fun giveaway. So I'm just going to make little flags in the end, and the way I do that is I cut into it first and then cut up each side. There are punches that do this, but I find it just as quick to do this. Hi Cheryl, it's Fall Stamp Camp, that's why we're on. And these are the make and takes from package A, the morning make and takes. So let's pop these up. I'm going to use some of this trim. Well, not trim, edge, I guess. That's going to be a little bit too close. All right. This one's bugging me because it's crooked. Oh well. the person that you give it to is not going to look and say, oh my gosh, it's crooked. Now, I probably should have left a bit of, no, I can put one of those really tiny ones because I want to add some bling. I was going to say I should have left a little bit of space to add some bling, but these little tiny ones will be perfect. You're welcome, Lynn. Normally when I have Stamp Camp at my house, of course, for Stamp Camp I actually feed you lunch, so I couldn't really make you lunch, but everybody needs some chocolate, I think. All right, so here's the cards from our morning make and take. I'm going to lay them there so that you will have a picture of them. I'm just looking to make sure that they're all in camera. I think they are. There's a bit of a delay. Aren't they beautiful, Cheryl? These cards are beautiful. The envelopes, I can't even describe how pretty the envelopes are. They're, well, if you have your kit, you know. They have a, it's almost like you took your Wink of Stella and sprayed it all over. That's another thing you can do with this card. I actually took my paint, my shimmer paint, my champagne shimmer paint, and I did paint a little bit on the edges of all the trees. That, you don't have to do that, but if you like to paint, it's really fun and very relaxing. So, yeah, I think we're good for view. All right, so those are the 4 cards from the morning make and take. Hope you're enjoying your latte, having a little candy. And just a reminder that I am thankful and blessed that you are here. Some of them say simply blessed. All of your pumpkins are, well, not all of them are different, but they're definitely different. All right, so those are the morning make and takes. I will be back on again at 1. Yes, 1 o'clock. And at 1 o'clock, we will do make and take B. So you have a Ziploc bag. This was make and take A, so all of these cards were in here. So make and take B will be at 1 o'clock, and at 1 o'clock we'll announce some door prizes. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again at 1. And if you did not register for the Fall Stamp Camp, there is the Christmas Extravaganza Stamp Camp coming up. The deadline to get the early bird pricing is September 20th, which is soon, isn't it? I don't even know what day it is. Let me look at an old-fashioned calendar. Sunday, tomorrow, is the deadline. So my stamp camps cost $75, but early bird pricing is $65. You get enough materials to make, well, let me check for the Christmas one. So for the Christmas one, we're making 14 cards, 6 Christmas tags, a 3D project, and Christmas treat holder. And you will get a pack of, not these cards, but the Wonder of the Season. And these stamp camps are such a good deal. I'm thinking I would buy it. If you register early by tomorrow, you get this set free. A Merry Hello. It's a hostess set, so it's only available if you host a party or as demonstrators. We can get them in our free, with our free stuff. So that's a great deal. You get this, you get this, you get all the materials to make 14 cards, 6 tags, and the treat holders. And I always include other little things to make you happy and to keep you smiling. You can be guaranteed there's going to be chocolate. So the registration information is on my website under events. It's actually on my demonstrator business page. So if you go to Marianne Cowan and go to events, you will be able to find it. It's in October. It's October 17th, I want to say. Oh, here. I just have a piece of paper. It's October 17th, same as today. It says 10 to 3, so I'll hop on. I was a bit late today, sorry. It's been a crazy week. So I'll pop on at 10 o'clock, and show you how to make the first set of make and takes, then off you go and make them. Then I'll pop on again at 1, same thing, show you the second set of make and takes, then you go off and make them, and then I'll pop on at 3 and we'll finish up and say goodbye. Thanks, Lynn. I think they are a very good deal. And I do all the work for you, because sometimes even coming up with the ideas or doing the prep work, all that stress is taken away from you. So you just get to open up your package and enjoy making the cards. All right, so I really will sign off now. Oh, and also the breast cancer fundraiser. I appreciate any support. If you are a demonstrator and don't want to purchase the products, or are outside of Canada, you could purchase the PDF, which will have all the information, and I will include the video with the PDF as well. And those are $18. And the information for that is on mariannecowan.com. Thank you guys, and we'll see you at 1. Happy crafting!